Okay, joined by Niall Ó Ceallacháin, Dublin Senior Hurling Manager here at Parnell Park ahead of a massive game, a huge game this Sunday here at Parnell Park, Dublin against Galway in the Leinster Championship. Neil, I think you mentioned the last day, it's effectively a Leinster semi-final this weekend, a massive game this Sunday.
Yeah, Derek, it is, and I suppose very much looking forward to it. Game five of five, I suppose, and effectively a knockout game from the Leinster side of things. So looking forward to it.
Obviously, coming a few days after the defeat to Kilkenny in an enthralling game then in UPMC Nolan Park. I'm sure after the game, and you've had a few days to assess the game, I'm sure after the game you'll take plenty of learnings from the game, but huge amount of positives as well, obviously, from the reaction of the guys when we went down, obviously 16 points in the second half. Plenty to take from the game.
Yeah, no. Even looking back, my view is probably still the same as what it was after the game. You know, a lot of things. Even within that first half, despite the scoreline at half time, that were very good. But the goals really undermined us in that side of things, and obviously there are things that we need to clean up. There's no point saying otherwise. But the lads are great in that sense. We've certainly looked at them, and I think we have cleaned them up. So let's see how we are this Sunday.
We're obviously 4 games down out of 5 in the Leinster Championship, 3 wins and the defeat obviously last weekend. How do you assess this Leinster Championship campaign overall?
The campaign overall, I'd say really we are where we want to be as regards this weekend. The reality is even if the outcome was different last weekend, there was still going to be a huge amount on the line this weekend anyway in this game. So. Assessing it overall, we've navigated the group to a point where we are where we want to be as regards this weekend. It's a knockout game for an actual Leinster final. It's where we would have wanted to been at the start of the thing. Long road to get here and very intense few weeks to get here, but in one way as well, the year starts here. In the context of stepping into effectively a Leinster final, a Leinster semi-final, in order to earn the right to be in a Leinster final. So great to have, overall, great to have navigated the group to a point where we are for this weekend coming in a semi-final, but in lots of other ways the year starts here.
It's obviously a few days on from the game against Kilkenny. This weekend will be our 3rd game in 3 weeks. I know you've mentioned it a good few times over the past few weeks, the importance of the panel. We saw at the weekend Fergal Whiteley came off the bench, Ronan Hayes, Ryan McBride, AJ all came off the bench and performed really well and contributed to what was a brilliant second half last weekend. How important has that panel been and the options you have off the bench over the past few weeks, and how important will it be again this weekend?
Yeah, really important, Derek. It's been really important every week. Every week, as you said, the panel and for 26s and for 15s, it's genuinely hugely competitive as it should be. There's lots of lads there who I'd love to have in a 26 or the 15, and there's a lot of conversations each week as regards that. But that's the way it is at this end of it. It's going to be needed. Yeah, I thought the lads made a good impact again last weekend. It's the way the game has gone. It's a panel game at this point. You need your 20 or 21 lads each week, and it's going to be the same this Sunday. So kind of whether lads are starting or whether they're coming in, they have a huge role, and I don't know who we'll use this weekend, but I know that number again is going to be needed.
Galway are obviously a side that we know pretty well. We've faced them so many times over the past few years in the Leinster Championship, had some huge battles both in Salthill and here in Parnell Park. What can you expect from them this weekend?
Yeah, I mean, a huge battle, as I say. It's all on the line here. It's where you want to be at this end. It's cutting edge of a semi-final effectively to get to a final. So they know that too, and that's the mindset that they'll be coming with. So a big battle for sure. They'll be favourites coming in here as they would be, but we'll be ready for that. Huge challenge is going to be brought, but let's see how we go.
Finally, we've had 2 games here so far in the Leinster Championship, 2 brilliant atmospheres against Offaly and Wexford. How important will that support again be this Sunday here at Parnell Park?
Yeah, no, it's going to be big, Derek, is what I'd say. As big a day as we've had here for a good long while. That support is huge for the lads. I'd be asking everybody, honestly. I can tell you that these lads are doing everything possible for Dublin hurling, and all the clubs all the families, the wider group, let's get out and support these lads, because it could make a big difference. Big difference in the last 5-10 minutes on Sunday.